This is The Top, where I interview entrepreneurs who are number one or number two in their industry in terms of revenue or customer base. You'll learn how much revenue they're making, what their marketing funnel looks like, and how many customers they have.
I'm now at $20,000 per talk.
5 and 6 million.
He is hell-bent on global domination.
We just broke our 100,000 units sold mark.
And I'm your host, Nathan Latka.
Okay, Top Tribe, this week's winner of the $100 is Rich Jones. Okay, Rich Jones, he is stuck in corporate. He wants to break free. He's binging on the show. For your chance to win $100 every Monday morning, simply subscribe to the podcast right now on iTunes and then text the word Nathan to 33444 to prove that you did it. Nathan Latka here. This is episode 613, and coming up tomorrow morning, you're going to learn from Todd Olson. He's a 41-year-old father to 4, married, running Pendo, which has raised $31 million and is helping 200 customers with in-app messaging to drive usage. How's he got $31 million raised? And he's also a father of 4. Unbelievable balance.
Good morning, everybody. Nathan Latka here, and I think you're really going to enjoy our guest today. His name is Sahil Vuzelaa, and he is an entrepreneur and author. And Sahil, most importantly, you're a guitarist, right?
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Good. So tell us first, what's the name of the company, and what does it do?
All right, so I started Vuzelaa Group, which is the parent company when I was 16. So Vuzelaa Group was into biometrics. We created an iris scanning solution, which we sold off to another company when I turned 17. After that, under the same umbrella, we started another product by the name of Tabverts. And what we do in Tabverts is we put tablets behind headrests of Uber cabs across India for now. And we broadcast ads and we broadcast content in these tablets from Netflix. So that is something which we're up to right now.
And what is walk us through the revenue model. How do you make money?
Well, it's pretty simple. So basically, it's an ad upload system from anywhere. So you can simply go on our website. You can select a pricing package. If you're a brand or an advertiser who wants to promote his product or his services, you can simply go on our website. You can select a price package. And from the price package, you can pay online, upload your content online, and that content gets broadcast in the tablets through a complete over-the-air system, and you get your audience in a snap of 30 seconds.
Okay, so did you? When did you launch the company? What year?
So yeah, it has been. So Tabverts was launched in the same year, 2000. So Tabverts was launched in 2016, mid 2016. However, the parent company has been 3 years. We've been working on that. So yeah.
Okay, and what is when you launched the parent company? Tell me about that. Was that just you, or was it you and friends? How'd that work?
All right, I'll tell you. So I started off that company in my room itself. It was a complete sole founding idea. It was a sole founder company. Back then, I found a few initial early team members over Twitter. We worked remotely for about a month for the first prototype.
Hold on, Sahil. How'd you find folks on Twitter? I mean, what'd you search for?
Oh, it was simple. I kind of went on Twitter and I told people. So I approached a couple of app developers who were young and kind of freelancers and passionate about working on a product. And I tried pitching them my idea. So I'm around 20 plus developers and people of the same field, and I got almost 3-4 of them on board for the idea without paying them a penny. And after that, I started the product with them. So I completed the first prototype with them.
Sahil, slow down for a second. How did you motivate them without paying them anything?
Yeah, so it was simple. So people of my same age group, so I was 16 when I started, right? So I convinced people younger than me. So I got on board a 14-year-old developer who was believing in the idea, So probably the vision was pretty cool when I started off, So we were making another social media platform back then, which would have an iris scanning solution. So basically, you don't no longer need a password for your social media accounts. You simply look into your front camera and it detects your eye and it logs you in. So that was the concept which I had in mind, which I wanted to envisage. So I kind of got in touch with all these developers, got them on a Skype call, had a 30-minute thorough call with them, told them the vision, how it's going to grow, what all sort of investments we're looking at, what's the vision kind of stuff. So it took me around a day to convince all of them. And then so I had a call with 5 of them, and 3 of them declined. So I got 2 on board who were ready to work with me on the same.
Pitch me like you pitched them. Like why did they decline, or why did they accept?
Yeah, perfect. So I remember I was in a Twitter DM. I asked them their Skype IDs. They all gave me their Skype IDs. We got on con call. The first thing I said was, guys, I've got a revolutionary idea which might just become Facebook. So at the sound
you
of
told
that,
them, you said, hey, this might become Facebook.
Exactly, yeah. The two of them dropped the call right there. They said that it can't be done. You can't be the next Facebook. So they immediately hung up. Three of them stayed there for the next sort of features, and they wanted to listen more about it. So I told them, I walked them through the entire concept. This is how the app looks, and this is what I have in mind. So I showed them the rough sketches of the application which I had built. So I showed them all of that. After that, so I remember the third guy, he said that it's not going to work, and even he dropped the call. Then the remaining two of them, they said that we can try for a week. So we'll see how it goes for a week. If we are unable to get some productivity in a week, then probably even we'll walk off. So I remember that we made the thing for a week with these guys who said that they're okay to do with it, because they had no jobs at that point of time, and they were 14 and 13. So basically, they wanted to do something with their skills, but they couldn't utilize it somewhere. So they said, probably if we kind of join your venture, we might just get something out of it. So I said, cool, let's get started. And if you make profits, we are definitely splitting that up. So in a week, I remember we started building the product.
And however, you were still, how old were you at this point?
I'm 18 right now.
Okay, you're 18 now. And then
I'm 18 right now.
So you launched the business when you were 16. You're 18 now, so it's 2 years old?
Yeah.
Okay, and so if people are watching and they're going, okay, I want an advertisement to show in every taxi in India. How many taxis is your how many taxis is your hardware in India?
I've got around 10,000 cabs.
Okay, and how did you fund building the hardware to put into all those cabs?
Yes, I'll tell you that. So basically, so as I told you, the early product, I sold it off to a company. So I had capital with me. So I bootstrapped that capital initially for the hardware cost.
And
so
how much did that cost total?
Yes, I'll tell you. So I spent around $100,000 on the initial stages of the business, wherein we got our presence in around 1,000 cabs. After that, we raised an investment from a venture capitalist. That was a $500,000. That was $500,000, and then we funded the remaining 10,000 cabs through that.
And then what did the $500,000 that you raised, was that a convertible note or was it an equity round?
It was an equity round.
And was that from an angel or a friend or a VC?
It was from a VC. So I pitched a couple of people. Then finally there was a VC firm ready to invest. So it's called Indus Ventures. So yeah.
Okay, and are they based in India or based in California or what?
They're based in India.
Okay, very cool. And so again, tell me an example of one of the customers that are using you guys. What's the brand that pays you?
Okay, so I got a brand in India. It's a very famous e-commerce brand. It's called Snapdeal. So Snapdeal is one of the advertisers on board. They're one of my biggest, not the biggest, but yeah, they're one of my topmost advertiser brands. So to name a couple of them, I got
Snapdeal, right?
Yeah, Snapdeal.
So let's stay on them for a second, Sahil, before you name others. So what's your model? What do they pay you based off of?
All right, so it's pretty simple. So they have taken a slot for 6 months straight. So they have taken a fixed slot for 6 months, wherein they have a 1 minute video ad played on every ride, so basically they have a presence in every ride. So we have finalized the deal in a 10 lakh rupee value for the entire 6 months. So basically my normal cost right now is 1,500 rupees per second to broadcast a second video.
$1,500 what?
1,500 INR. We're not talking dollars here.
Oh, got it. Can you convert that for me? What is that in United States dollars?
Just a sec.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah. 1,500.
So guys, just to summarize where we're at so far. So Sahil's built this great
business. That's $23.
$20 per second.
Yeah.
So I multiply that times 60. So I get about $1,200 per.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Okay, how does that work? That's $1,200 to Snapdeal to play for 1 minute, one time in every cab?
Yeah, and that's exactly for 7 days.
Okay, so I'm Snapdeal, I'm giving you $1,200, and what you're telling me is every ride that you do over the next 7 days, their ad will show in 10,000 in taxis.
Exactly. Also, in order to justify that and to kind of verify the traction on the brand, to gain the ROI to the brand, what we have is we have an analytics app what it does is it gives the brand. So we do this enterprise analytics application, which we give to brands who are advertising on our platform. So what they can simply do is they can log into their panel on that application, and they can see real-time analytics based on impressions, views, or clicks. So that is how they can, keep track of their campaign, on how much time is left for the campaign, what the kind of package.
How do you track a click? Can they actually touch the screen in the cab?
You can touch the screen. If there's an offer which is popping up, you can interact with it.
So that's a click.
That's a click. Or the other thing is that every time the driver starts the trip, right? So that is the only point of time when we broadcast ads. So basically the content is when there is nobody sitting in the cab. However, when the driver starts the trip, so I'll tell you how this functions, the loop, how it functions. So you've got 3 minutes of entertainment content in that, and there's a 2-minute ad slot in that. So basically, after the 3-minute ad content, there is a commercial break for 2 minutes. In those 2 minutes, we get all the ads broadcasted. So that's how it works.
Okay. And so take us back. Yeah. Tell us more of the story. Now that we know the business model, you founded this when you were 16. There was a parent company before that, but this one was 16. Yeah. You've raised $500,000 for it. How many full-time employees do you have today?
Today, I work around 30 plus people.
30?
Yeah.
Okay. And about how much revenue do you do per month?
I did a revenue of $70,000 this month.
7,000.
$70,000.
70.
Yeah.
So how do you, the team of 35? You must have found some great labor at great rates to have 70 grand in MRR, but 35 employees. What are these employees doing? Where are they based?
All right. So I got 3 offices in India. So one's in Bangalore, one's in Bombay, one's in Delhi. So basically, we got these people split across places. So we currently, the majority of the core team operates out of Delhi right now. So I got around 15 of them in Delhi, and this is where the core tech stuff happens. And so that's the thing.
Did you just skip college, Sahil, or are you going to go to college, or you just say screw it?
I dropped out of high school and I said screw it.
It's another beautiful thing. That's a great thing.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty beautiful.
And you get all the ladies because they want to date the entrepreneur, right?
Actually, you're pretty right in that. You have a lot of calls.
You're too busy for them, right?
Yeah, actually, you got to keep your value there.
Yeah, I hear you. So you're doing about 70 grand per month. Is it a pretty predictable revenue stream, or do you have to keep selling new inventory every month?
It's mostly a predicted revenue sale because, you got fixed clients paying you every month. So, some of them are big time payers and you get money from them almost every month. However, there are future plans wherein we are, fending for more revenues through different streams in the same tablet. So we are bringing e-commerce and transactions, which you can do from that tablet itself. So, you can buy stuff on that tablet. You can, make purchases on that tablet. You can, use that tablet to do transactions. Transactions as in, from your mobile wallets, you can do transactions. So we have also tied up with this company which provides magnetic card strips, So card strips. So basically, you can swipe your debit or your credit card in that tablet and you can make purchases from that. That's something which we're doing right now.
So, Sahil, what do you pay to put your hardware in each taxi? Do you pay the taxi driver or the taxi company at all?
Yeah, so we do have a rev share model with the cab aggregator on an annual basis. So we share around 15% of our revenues with the aggregator directly. Yeah, 1.5 on an annual basis.
Okay, so of 70 grand what'd you do in 2016 total? Somewhere around 700,000 or 600,000?
Yeah. So close to around $550,000.
Okay, 550,000. So you then took basically 30, 60. You took about 75,000 of the 500 you paid to the taxis.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is that sounds like a great model for you. What are some of the key metrics you look at on a daily basis? Like is the ride length important to you because you can show more ads per rider?
So an average ride time here is somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes, keeping the traffic and everything in mind. So the average ride time which we see right now in India is somewhere between, the lowest I'm talking about is 9 to 10 minutes. Okay. That's the lowest time which we get in India for any ride, for any trip. That's more than enough for us, and that's the average we see. So we haven't seen any ride time which is below that, So, yeah.
Got it. So you're 18 today. You're doing about 70 grand in monthly revenue. What do you think you'll do in 2017? 700 grand?
Yeah, that's the plan, grow 10x.
So what do you do personally, someone your age, what do you do with that money? Do you just keep reinvesting it in the business and pay yourself a really low salary or what?
Yes, basically, so what I do is, every revenue that I get, I fund more tablets with it. So basically what I do is all the revenue that comes in, I buy more hardware for it so that I get my presence in more and more cabs. So that's how we keep growing the business. So, when I started off with this, I had around 500 cabs with me. And then we started making revenues from those 500 cabs, and we installed in, 1,500 cabs, and so on and so forth. So that's how we grow from 500 cabs to 10,000 cabs on pure revenue. So that is how stuff works for us. And now
what's it cost you? What's one piece of hardware cost you?
It's costing me around $100.
Okay, so that's not too expensive.
It's not.
Yeah.
So we also give free Wi-Fi along with that,
Oh,
so
wow.
That's the thing.
That's super valuable.
Yeah, exactly.
So if they connect with Wi-Fi via their phone while they're in one of your cabs, I imagine you have a landing screen where you capture a bunch of their information, right?
Yes. So basically, you connect to the Wi-Fi on your phone. So I'll tell you how this model works. It's pretty interesting.
Okay.
So you sit in the cab, you connect your phone with the Wi-Fi if you want to. You get 20 GB of unlimited data on your phone. That's an LTE connection. So what you do is you simply open up any browser. It'll simply take your mobile number and verify through an OTP, and it lets you access the internet for that right time. And what we do is we track your browsing data, whatever you browse on the internet when you're using our Wi-Fi. On the basis of your interest, after tracking your browsing data, we broadcast ads for you. So basically, the ads which are shown to you are only based on your interests after once you're connected with Wi-Fi on your phone. So basically, if I'm a user who's looking at a Facebook ad of Omega, I would only show you an ad of a luxury watch on that tablet. So that is how the target advertising works for us.
Got it. So you've got a bunch of different revenue streams. It sounds like your main focus right now is get as many pieces of your hardware and as many cabs as possible so that your network grows. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Any partnerships with Uber or Lyft in the works?
Yeah, Uber. So we already are tied up with Uber.
Oh, good. So are you in all the Uber cars in India?
Yeah.
And what do you pay Uber?
So that's why I said, we share 15% of revenue with Uber annually.
Got it. Okay, got it. So 15% to Uber, or if it's a regular taxi, 15% to the taxi.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, Top Tribe, I have to tell you, many people go, Nathan, you came out of nowhere. Your website's growing so fast. How'd you do it? The answer is simple. So I use HostGator. I don't know if you guys know that, but I use HostGator. And the reason I do, they have like about 4,500 free templates I can use because I don't code. They've got a great e-commerce plugin. And guys, I bug the heck out of their support. They've got 24/7 support, which I love. So what I've done is I've worked with them. You guys know I make great deals. If you go to hostgator.com/Nathan, you can sign up, get your own domain for 30% off and a 45-day money-back guarantee. Okay, again, I make great deals for you guys. Go to hostgator.com/Nathan to grab that now.
All right, Sahil, let's wrap up, man, with the famous five. You ready?
Sure. Perfect.
All right, number one, you're like so excited to be here. You're just like, okay, I want to go make more money. When's the interview end? All right, number one, what's your favorite business book?
My favorite business book, I read Steve Jobs and, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Good. Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
Elon Musk.
Number three, is there a favorite online tool you have, like HostGator?
Yeah. I don't have any such favorite right now.
That's okay. All right. And number four, do you get 8 hours of sleep every night?
Yeah. No, I don't. Sorry.
I was about to say, you look tired right now.
I am always up, so I get around 1 or 2 hours sleep every day.
What time is it right now where you are?
It's 4 a.m. right now.
Yeah, it's okay. That's why you look so tired. Yeah, okay, so it's 4 a.m. You only sleep 1 to 2 hours per night. What do you do? Sleep every 5 hours?
No, I don't. I just sleep 1 or 2 hours in a day. That's it.
So every 24 hours, you only sleep 1 or 2 hours.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So how are you like living right now?
Caffeine, a lot of caffeine.
What's your go-to caffeine drink? 5 Hour Energy or what?
Yeah, so I do drink a lot of energy drinks. Red Bull is one of them.
Do you have any health issues?
I don't.
Not yet?
None.
That's awesome. Well, dude, I love the hustle. Last question. You said you're 18 now, right?
Yeah.
Usually I ask what people wish they knew when they were 20, but you're not 20 yet. So here's my question to you. Take us back 8 years. What do you wish your 10-year-old self knew?
What do I wish my 10-year-old? Okay, so 10-year-old didn't know that he can get a Lamborghini at the age of 10.
No, Sahil, are you going to go buy a bunch of, is that what you're going to do? You're going to make a lot of money and go buy a bunch of cars? Do you like cars?
Yeah, I love cars, man.
I'm not going to see you in YouTube videos in front of a Lamborghini or something, am I?
No, I would love to, take stuff from me, but not show them off or, kind of just flash them around. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Just for my self-satisfaction. Yeah. Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You guys just learned from Sahil Vuzelaa. Again, He launched this company back when he was 16. He already had a parent company for 3 years before that. And when it was just less than a year old, he already had revenue, raised $500,000 from a venture capitalist. He's now at 35 employees in New Delhi and India. He has over 10,000 of his devices in taxis and Ubers and Lyfts throughout India. He makes money by charging companies like Snapdeal $1,200 per minute, kind of per car, per month or per day, per week, etc. And he's scaling. He's doing about $70,000 per month in revenue right now. Scaling that will do about $700,000 this year. Pays 15% to Uber or the taxi. Keeps the rest to reinvest in more hardware pieces at about $100 a pop. Sahil, thank you for taking us to the top.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure. Have a great day ahead.
All right, get some sleep, man.
Sure, on it.
All right, see ya.
All right, see you. Rocker.
If you enjoyed Sahil today, go back and listen to yesterday's episode with Charles Ramsey of Sauce Labs. They raised over $130 million, helping 3,500 customers execute concurrent and parallel high-fidelity testing. Hey, Top Tribe, I love giving away free money. I feel like Oprah giving away cars, and I have something special for you today. How many of you have heard our super sharp guests talk about success they've had with Facebook and Google Ads? Well, all of you listening right now, yes, if you're listening, you get $100 in free AdWords. Here's how you get it, okay? Again, thanks for listening. Get the free $100 from Google, right, when you sign up with my website host provider, HostGator. Go sign up now to get your free money. HostGator.com/Nathan. Again, that's HostGator.com/Nathan. Okay, Top Tribe, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. And don't forget, before you listen to any other episodes, subscribe on iTunes right now for your chance to win $100 every Monday.